to Enlightenment 39. Amitabha's 48 Great Vows. All are Avaivartika Bodhisattvas. The 16th vow states that there are śrāvakas and celestial beings in Sukhavati. In fact, these are only the images that they manifest due to the realization they attained before their rebirth. They all recited Amitabha with faith and aspiration, thus attaining rebirth into Sukhavati. They are all Avaivartika Bodhisattvas. But in order to distinguish them, their status before rebirth has been used. But after being reborn into Sukhavati, they are no longer śrāvakas, pratyekabuddhas, or heavenly beings. They are purely Avaivartika Bodhisattvas. We have the sutras as proof. For instance, the Compassionate Flower Sutra states that Buddha land has no śrāvaka or pratyekabuddha. All inhabitants are purely bodhisattvas, numberless and boundless. We must know that śrāvaka and pratyekabuddha are the predisposition of the two vehicle. They have not brought forth the bodhicitta. Those who do not bring forth bodhicitta are unable to reach Sukhavati. So how can there be śrāvaka and pratyekabuddha in Sukhavati? There are definitely no celestial beings either. There are only pure bodhisattvas. With the same reasoning, when arriving in Sukhavati, living beings like us from the human realm have not even eradicated one level of defilement. The Buddha addresses us as human for the sake of expounding Dharma expediently. In reality, we are not human anymore. We are Avaivartika Bodhisattvas. Our enjoyment, wisdom, and capability are all equal to Avaivartika Bodhisattvas, who are indeed Dharmakaya Mahasattvas. We must understand this truth. The wisdom and capability from Amitabha's blessing. Despite the fact that we attain this equal enjoyment as Buddhas, it is actually not from our cultivation. But how do we get this kind of enjoyment in wisdom and capability if we did not cultivate? It is from Amitabha's blessings. The blessings from Amitabha become ours. We can use them. But we know that we have not eradicated defilement and revealed wisdom in our own cultivation skill. We still need to cultivate gradually. When we obtain results from our own cultivation, we will be enlightened and indeed attain Buddhahood. Then we no longer need Amitabha's blessing and thus enjoy our own capability. But before we cultivate to that level, our enjoyment is also equal to Buddha's due to Amitabha's giving. When we cultivate to that level, Amitabha no longer needs to bless us. We achieve it by our own accord. But we must know that the Sukhavati is an equal land. No matter whether it is given by Amitabha or if it is revealed from our own intrinsic nature, it is all the same. Our wisdom, capability, expedience, and enjoyment are all equal to the Buddha. It is a state of non-duality. There is no need to differentiate between my ability, my merits, or Buddha's giving. No more need to differentiate. How spectacular that world is! This is our expounding on the vow of countless śrāvakas. All supreme good people come together. There is one more thing worth mentioning. The land has countless pre-rebirth celestial beings, śrāvakas, and bodhisattvas. Among all bodhisattvas in Sukhavati, virtually enlightened bodhisattvas become the most numerous. Why do we say so? Our Shifu did a calculation. It is very well thought out. He said, being born into Sukhavati in low grade, low rank, one only needs 12 kalpas to get our lotus to bloom and see Buddha, which means attaining Buddhahood. Think about it. Sukhavati has already been established for 10 kalpas. It is certainly true that most of those who were born into Sukhavati in the very early time must have attained Buddhahood, or at least become virtually enlightened bodhisattvas. Now 10 kalpas have passed, only 2 kalpas are left. So there are still a small number who have not attained the level of virtually enlightened bodhisattva. They still have a little bit of catch-up to do. Therefore, if we contemplate carefully, those who were born into Sukhavati in the early kalpas, most of them indeed have attained the level of virtually enlightened bodhisattva, a Buddha successor in one life, which means that they will become a Buddha next. According to the Avatamsaka Sutra, during these 10 kalpas, there were some bodhisattvas such as Samantabhadra and Manjusri who are already virtually enlightened bodhisattvas before their rebirth into Sukhavati, plus 41 levels Dharmakaya Mahasattvas would have also become virtually enlightened bodhisattva very soon after their rebirth. All these facts make Sukhavati the place where all supreme good people come together in one place. These supreme good people, strictly speaking, are mostly virtually enlightened bodhisattvas. They all come together. We are with virtually enlightened bodhisattvas together every day. How fast our progress will be. It is so difficult to cultivate here in the Saha world. Even to find a reliable spiritual teacher is hard. I am not a reliable teacher, but others regard me highly and often invite me to give lectures. Honestly, my cultivation is worse than yours. The only thing that I am a little bit better than you at is just preaching. If you really want to be close to reliable spiritual teachers, I urge you to go to Sukhavati. That place is full of reliable spiritual teachers. If you follow them, your learning will be uninterrupted. You will be full of Dharma-joy. We have learned together for just 3 days so far. I see everyone's faces all glowing with Dharma-joy. This is Dharma bliss. When you arrive in Sukhavati, how much more of the Dharma bliss will there be? Such a great place, supreme good people all come together. We really should go earlier. Thanks for learning with us. See you later.